live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. He was born to run the fast break. It's Jay Williams.
And Plainfield, New Jersey really respects you for putting some respect on my hometown's name. But you know what? We're going to have a big-time matchup this evening as the guys are getting ready to battle down on the court.
Let's do it. They're ready to go, and so are we. The Clippers win the opening tip as we get things started at Staples. Marcin Gortat swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Count the basket inside.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
George to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound comes down to the Knicks. To Dennis Smith Jr. Knocks it down from mid-range.
The assist from number 2.
Leonard to Gilgeous-Alexander. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper stays out.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. Good. Off a spin.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Layup goes down. Well done.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Time to shuffle things up.
For the New York Knicks, number 1, T.J. Warren.
A lot of contact, no whistle. And he finishes at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Clippers have the basketball. Take stock of the floor. Driving right to the basket. And he's going to the free throw line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Montrezl Harrell has got 2 shots coming. Numbers not in his favor. 61% for his career. Knocks down the first. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
On a pass stolen by the Knicks. And counted at the rim.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Leonard to Paul George. From the outside, no good. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. To end on that one, 94 feet for the basket.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Knocked loose. Young to Williams. Lou Williams missed his first. That one goes.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume, you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out three.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Paul George to Leonard. Missed the foul shot. Leonard to Williams. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark. Gortat. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Williams.
Hey, watch this screen look.
Lou Williams. 2 of 4 now.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish to this first quarter. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started.
Yeah, baby, here we go, here we go.
Substitutions, New York. Substitutions,
Gilgeous Alexander, and that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Count the bucket for two.
Oh, yeah, 2 points.
Corner three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Knicks certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New York Knicks. The Clippers have yet to...
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
New York in control of the basketball. Lays it up and in.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
I got ball. Block up. Here you go.
To Leonard. George to Leonard. Has a look. And a putback slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Paul George to Leonard. Has a chance. Shot for Leonard, no good. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Gilgeous Alexander to Leonard. Marcin Gortat, huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Here's a chance from long range. Rebound taken by Gortat.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
LA Clippers with the basketball to George. Down low for Leonard. Nice pass to set things up.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Kevin Knox. Jumper's good.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Yes.
Think about the multitude of options you have with the transition pull-up three. If you take your time, you can maybe give a little hezzy. The defender comes out, that's an easy drive. You slow down a little bit, the defender backs off, that's a three-point shot. You give a little head fake, you get the defender in the air, you crack into him, that's a four-point play. So many options makes it such a dangerous shot.
Leonard to Paul George. Can't connect. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Gortat tosses. Redick with it. Down a bundle to Williams. Short jumper won't go down.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Williams into the front court. His guys down big. Paul George, 4-2. Paul George not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Curling inside.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 26, Jeremy Lamb.
Beverly. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Here's lesson number one. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
He wants it at the rim and scores.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
It's LA Clippers ball. Lou Williams. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Williams across the timeline. He'll run the offense. To Redick.
Hey, double screen.
Knocked loose. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Knicks come away with it. Patrick Beverly. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now. Desperation shot here from half court. 3 quarters complete. The Knicks are way out in front. Knicks to inbound here to start the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
Five on the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Slams it home on the putback.
Oof, really showing no mercy.
New York Knicks basketball. It goes down.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Count it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Count the basket at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
It's the Clippers with the possession now to Young. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Another follow. Stays out.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for 3.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Cruises inside for 2.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Clippers have the basketball. Kawhi Leonard just not going down. Has a look. Can't connect.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. It's a victory for the Knicks as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a
The Knicks could not have been more dominant in this game. What really stood out for me is how many times they scored on second effort plays. It takes heart to keep up that kind of execution, and these guys were relentless. Check out the leading scores for the New York Knicks.
Game track. Field goals.
The New York Knicks were tough to beat today considering how well they shot the ball. It's easy to frustrate your opponent when even their best defensive effort doesn't translate into a lead, or more importantly, a win.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.